Okay, we're rocking and rolling now.
Oh,
Fire away,
cool.
dude.
Well, again, I appreciate being asked to be on the webinar with you, Bob, and the other members. Um, One of the things that I often run into is at the conferences is a group of us will sit down and for some reason the subject comes up of what applications that we have on our smartphones or our tablets or whatever the case may be. And it's somewhat exciting to do that, and we'll sit around for half an hour to an hour sharing applications that we've all ran into. So, and this happens at every conference. And of course, we often know that when the iPad first came out, we had what, one or two people running around with an iPad, and
Hmm.
we considered them very techy and very geeky and da da da, and a lot of it we felt like was for show more than actual use, and that's not the case today. I mean, it has really changed. Um, the if you walked around and asked the number of people at the conference today, or even watched the number of people carrying their iPads, or sitting
Hmm.
down at the tables and open them up, you'll see again something that we've never seen before.
I'll
And
bet you it's 30% of the people taking their notes on the iPad.
yeah, and in addition to that, I mean, the rest of us are watching porn on it. So but these applications, all of us have different likes, and all of us have different wants and needs. And an application for you is more of a personal thing. And I'm not saying that these are things that you need to have. We just wanted to share them, what the top ones are for, again, for smartphones and tablets. And if it's something that helps you out, then that's great. But we all know that we're all going to have our own little niche ones that we have, that we want. Uh, this is, smartphones today, have just, and iPads, like I just said, have just exploded. And this is uh, a great way for us to access quickly and to do things that we need to do. Otherwise, if we had to sit there with a little tiny screen on our phone, it would be horrible. And of course, all these applications are built and they are actually made for the smaller screens, and that's what makes them work so well. So anyway, these are some of the top apps that I feel that are great for smartphones and iPads, and most of these, it's about 50-50. I tried to put iPhone applications in, as well as the Android phone as well.
Hmm.
Both of them have very similar applications. Most of them are the same names, so you will find them in the marketplace or on your iTunes very simply.
Cool.
Some of these are paid and free. I would say the majority of them are free. There are a couple ones that I purchased, and the reason I purchased them, it was just an application I needed extremely bad, and so $14 for an application is not a bad deal. Uh, the first one I want to bring up is probably really popular. I've had a number of people, even not in our industry, bring this up to me. Hey, do you have Evernote on your phone or on your iPad? And what Evernote is, it's a free application, and it's really great for making notes. And you can even make your notes by voice, so you don't have to sit there and try to type it in. So if you want to be reminded about a meeting or a document that you want to review, or a person that you want to review, even in your company, you can leave yourself a voice on that note, and it'll take all the notes for you. And that's really what I like a lot. You can also link photos. You could take a photo of a document and then refer back to that photo or that item that you took a shot of. So it's really a great way. And of course, you can access it anywhere because again, it's on your iPad or your iPhone, and as it says, you can capture anything and put it in there. If somebody has a recipe, hey, you just shoot the recipe and you have it. So it's a great way, quick way for doing it, and a lot of executives are using that because it's really, really easy for them to use. The next application is Expensify, which is if most of us are traveling or we work for a company, this is a free app. This particular name and stuff is tied in with the iPhone app, but this is a great way for you to track your business trips, and
Muted.
and it takes confusion out of it because you basically take a photo of your receipt. It keeps your electronic receipts for you. And in addition to that, it produces a PDF report for you. And again, it's free. It also syncs with your credit cards to track the purchases in real time. So, that's it. Again, it's a free application. You can use it for, restaurants, cabs. A lot of times, how many times do we get a receipt from a taxi cab? Not very many. And so we lose that. You can even keep track of your tolls and everything else. It's a great program if you're in business and you're traveling a lot. Another one is OmniFocus, and OmniFocus is really just a task manager program. So if you have multiple locations and you have multiple tasks with different people in different towns and different plants and different papers, this is a great way. Now, this is a paid application, but you're going to find that a lot of the executives that travel a lot from paper to paper or whatever the case may be, they are using this a lot because it keeps track of their conversations with the person, the projects, the dates of the projects, the deadlines, and so on and so forth. So it's a great program for doing that, and it's nothing more than a task manager.
Do you use OmniFocus?
I don't have an iPhone. I've got another program that does basically the same thing, but it would be more if I had multiple newspapers that I was traveling around with every week, and I was meeting with the sales manager or general manager at that location, and then I went to a different manager and he has a different problem. I would use it constantly. So
Yeah, I mean this even uses the GPS so that if you designated a place
yeah,
as like supermarket, then just the stuff you wanted to get at the supermarket comes up.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
it
it's
is it, for a lot of people it's overkill,
yeah.
but it is it's the Lexus or
It
whatever.
is. It's a little pricey at $20, where most of your applications will run you anywhere from 7 to 14. This is a little more pricey, but again, most of the top executives, this is the program that they use. Um, Next thing, and I get asked this a lot too. You know how we are at a conference and we get all these damn business cards and we don't know what to do, and then you put them in your pocket and you throw them in your suitcase and you throw them in your briefcase, and you usually get back and you rubber band them and you throw them on your desk. And in this particular case with CamCard, it's basically taking your camera, taking a photograph of that card, and when you do, it actually organizes it in an address book for you. So it makes it so easy. So you can actually have your Rolodex on your phone or on your iPad constantly, and it's a lot easier and quicker than to have to sit there and type all this stuff in. And in most cases, you get their cell phone, you get their work number, you get their extension number, you get their fax number, you get their email address, you get their web address. It's all going to be on their card. And again, it sure makes it a lot easier, for you to use and request a card, and then you shoot it right there and you're done. So it's a great way for using business cards and keeping them with you. And there's been lots of times I said, damn, I got that guy's card, but it's on my desk. Well, this way it's constantly with me. This is one that I wanted to show you. This is a little bit different than the company that you're using, and your WebEx may very well do this, but in Cisco WebEx, this is a free application. And if you're on the go and you want to watch Bob on his WebEx, and of course, again, you're using a different company, but they probably have this too, Bob, where basically from your iPhone or from your iPad, you can participate in the WebEx program. So you don't have to. You could be sitting in an airport and be in a WebEx meeting, or you can be in a different town or city and be traveling. And again, it makes it so easy. So this may be something that you may want to look into. That's what I was going to tell you about, because all these WebEx people are going this way.
Yeah,
And
well, that's now obviously that you can do this with the remotely with the Citrix go to meeting, go to webinar, all those things
yeah,
too. But
yeah,
we don't want to beat a dead horse here, but
yeah.
Citrix has a lot of limitations and a lot of annoyances. And right now, I'm in the market for a new vendor.
this might be a great vendor for you because of their mobile applications. They got it down pat, and every one of us can download it for free. So, we don't have to buy an app to be able to watch your web access on iPhones, iPads, and smartphones. So, again, it's something for you to take a look
Well,
at.
the main thing with Citrix, and not to beat this thing up, but if they had been on their game, we would not
Hmm.
have had that disaster we had in Atlanta. But
Yeah,
that's neither here nor there. Don't let me take
yeah,
up.
yeah. Um, this is one here. This is really a business intelligence program, and what I like about it is that a lot of time we get a lot of reports. And these reports, are sort of drab to read. But when you're traveling, it's really great because you can stare at the data and you see how these screens look. It's very, very attractive, and it's right in the palm of your hand. So the presentation is everything in most cases when your boss is looking at a presentation of yours. And of course, this is basically transforms the reports and data into these really cool visuals, and it can be on your iPad or on your iPhone. And I'm sure this is also for the other operating systems as well. And again, it's a free program.
How do you import your data into it?
Well, it has a way where you can import it in, and of
Like
course
say
it
from an Excel spreadsheet or something.
sure, and then it puts it, in a graphic that's really appealing. Now, to me, I mean, I don't want to say I like shiny objects shined in, put in front of me, but normally, if I'm going to sit down and analyze this and take a little more time looking at this than I would if somebody just sent me an Excel spreadsheet. I mean, I still have the Excel spreadsheet, but still, this is a really great way to look at it, particularly when you're traveling, because again, you're busy, you're looking at something, you say, wow, look at that. That is something. Look at that dip. Look at this. Look at that. So it's a great way to get a visual very quickly, and we all know we're very visual. Um, Scanner Pro, this is something that, again, if you don't have it on your iPhone and iPad, you should. Now, this is Scanner Pro. Now, they also have a free one, but I like, and I want to mention too, is that the card scanner, uh, um, it has a paid application and a non-paid. There's a limit to the non-pay. The non-paid, you can first put in like 10 business cards, and then after that, you can only put in 2 a month. Well, with the pro part of it, you're unlimited. You can put as many as you want, and that's basically the difference in the Scanner Pro as well, is you're not limited to the number that you can do. The way we use it, even going back to the iPad program that we talked about earlier, is again they can actually take a photo of an ad that they've ran in another paper, and when they scan it, it turns into a PDF, and they immediately send that PDF to the composing department. They get a visual of what the look is that the guy wants, and then they can, of course, completely rebuild that ad. But they know exactly at that point what the guy wants, and so it makes it really easy to do that. And of course, you can do the same thing on documents and things that you don't want to be carrying around with you. You can just keep it right on your iPad or your iPhone. So again, it works with your camera, and again, it makes a PDF, so it makes it very easy for them to use. It's not a JPEG or anything like that. It's actually turns it into a PDF.